Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel called In Touch with Cultures. My name is Adriana, I'm a PhD in linguistics, a French and Polish teacher, and I'm fully embracing the fact that I'm living the multicultural life when it comes to my job, hobbies, day-to-day basis, my friendships, and of course my romantic relationship. First of all, I would really encourage you all to click on the subscribe button and to like my videos, my podcasts, and to comment in the comment section below. It really helps growing our multicultural community. My dream is to grow this community for everyone, no matter his cultural background or his identity, so that everyone will be free to express his opinions and take part into an interesting discussion. Without further ado, let's dive into today's topic, which I named "How to Live Happily in the Intercultural Long Distance Relationship." And first of all, I would like to say that it is also the case of my relationship, and this kind of relationship is definitely not for everyone. Of course, if you are like free spirit and perfectly independent, enjoying your loneliness, and you can be fine by living some period of time in this kind of relationship. But the sooner someone takes the decision to actually move to another person country or another person place, the better, because when you are both on this direction, you had to know where the road is leading you to, and someone has to make this sacrifice and move to another person's place, so that it can function in a long term. Also, I would like to say that it is not for everyone, because if you are jealous by nature or you are having a low self-esteem, you may feel overwhelmed by the immensity of negative emotions that will appear on the way. It is normal that sometimes it can be drilling, it can be exhausting to wait for someone else, but I guess that it is really worth trying, but it is definitely not for everyone. You should also take into consideration that another person customs and traditions, the way of viewing the other cultures, will impact your entire life. Something what can be totally familiar to you can be extremely awkward for your life partner, and you have to have the will to explain your culture. First of all, to be conscious about the mechanism of your own culture, of your own system of beliefs, etc., of your priorities in life, and of your cultural background, to be able to spread this message, to transfer it on your lifetime partner. We cannot forget that our lifetime partners, when we are in this intercultural relationship, they are our coach, our mentors in this intercultural journey, and it is all for free. So I guess it is amazing, because suddenly I like this metaphor of the garden full of beautiful flowers, of various types of flowers, and suddenly we are discovering that there are not only roses in this garden, that there are also other types of flowers, and this we are discovering thanks to our partner. So I guess it is a huge, really huge advantage of being in intercultural relationship. So this we have to take into account as well, but we have to be respectful, as open-minded as possible, as tolerant as possible, because many times something will surprise us or even shock us, and we have to also have this ability to communicate it, to communicate our also inner needs. And if there are some misunderstandings, then resolve it on the way when they are appearing, the sooner the better. And also we have to really trust what the other person is telling us, it is true. But on the other hand, we have to be really curious about the new culture. We have to really be involved in the process of learning about our lifetime's partner culture. We have to really have the courage to cross the boundaries on our journey, because not everything on the way will be easy. Of course, it is a very challenging relationship, type of relationship, because if the problems may appear on the way of a traditional relationship, not mixed one, they can be even more difficult on the mixed one. We have to discuss politics and religion and the role of women's and men's in the society, also the possibility of having eventual children and what role they play in our society, in our relationship. And it is we will not avoid discussing the controversial topics. We have to face the truth. We will not escape from that. But but it is really, I guess, also wonderful to discover how multiple choices people can make, how multiple facets in the viewpoint of the crucial matters in life, how many of them exist. Sometimes we are honestly not even conscious about it. So, so what I want to tell today, that it is really worth trying if you have the courage, if you can really overcome all of the obstacles in the name of love and mutual understanding, which is also my case. We had also the huge support from our families, because it is another issue, another topic that we have to face through, that that not everyone can accept us, that not all of the family members may be happy to have another foreigner in the family. But in our case it wasn't the case, and I'm so grateful for that. But not everyone is so lucky, and I know about it. And what I also would like to tell you, that I would be really happy if you share your personal stories, if you have this kind of relationship. If yes, then please let me know in the comment section below, because I'm really curious about your stories and about your comments. And I hope that you enjoyed this video as much as I did. And see you next time, my beautiful people. Bye bye.